Yo, it's your boy Marita Boy. I'm back up in this thing, man. Man. Listen. This BG situation is heating up. This thing is heating up like the hot boys of 2000. Listen, bro. Listen, Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 and motherfucking 2024. Boy, I ain't lying to y'all. Listen. So I just dropped a live, y'all know, a couple hours ago about my opinion on the BG snitching allegations. If y'all want to go back and check it out before y'all watch this on Replay Gang, I always appreciate the Replay Gang. I always appreciate y'all jumping in the comment section, let me know y'all are part of the Replay Gang. But with me knowing what I knew at that point, listening to the information that I was privy to, I could not make a determination as to whether BG was a snitch or not. But I also said that I have never saw a situation such as that in my years when I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It was a new one to me, man. Shout out to Ashley, shout out to Chicks 1000, Feliz Navidad. But as I was scouring these YouTube streets, I came across some more information and I saw that BG's co-defendant actually had spoken out and shared his side of the event that transpired, and that let me know a little bit more about the situation and was able to, make a better determination or opinion on my on the series of events that transpired. Now I want to say this, right? One thing that I am going to pass judgment on BG on is he was foul, y'all. He was foul. If what this man says is true, it's always a couple sides of the story, a couple sides of the story. But if what this man said is true, he at least is foul. I'm still at this point. I'm gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna pause it because the audio is a little bit hard to hear because, of course, he's currently incarcerated. He said he got 3 more months before he get out. So if I had to guess, when he get out, he's gonna be making his rounds, doing interviews, telling his side of the story. So this situation is not gonna die no time soon. But I'm gonna pause it at different points of him giving his statement as to what happened, so that I could give you guys a summary of what he's saying and clarify what I heard him say, so that we can kind of follow and not get lost, because he talks really fast and the audio is not the greatest of audio. But before we get into it, shout out to Presto Kenny. Before we get into it, I want to say this, right? I'm going to go down a conspiracy theory rabbit hole real quick here, right? And I'm going to say this, right? I can't say this for a fact, but I'm going to just throw this out here and let's see if it stick on the wall. We're just throwing some green tomatoes, some red tomatoes, and we're going to see if they stick on the wall, see if they make a Picasso, right? I was thinking about this whole situation, the whole series of events that transpired that led to BG being outed, quote unquote, as possibly a rat. And I'm gonna say this. And I was looking at the players, where a lot of this information was coming from, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here. And I'm gonna ask y'all this question. Y'all jump in the chat, y'all jump in the comment section, and y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. What if this is a play? Right? And I'm gonna show you what I mean, right? We all know not too long ago, BG comes out and they ask BG, is he signing Cash Money? He says he's not signing Cash Money. He want to keep his options open and, you know what I mean, see the offers that come his way, right? We all know that Birdman met BG on his first day out, and he showered him with, a couple gifts and put a couple dollars in his pocket, and pretty much was putting that stamp back on him, like, yeah, like, yeah, welcome home, welcome back to the family, welcome back to the team. So we assumed that BG was just gonna go back with Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Cash Money disgruntled artists have found their way back to Birdman. Juby found his way back to Birdman. Wayne had that little situation. He found his way back to Birdman. And it looked like BG was on his way back to Birdman. We know Turk would go back to Birdman, but Birdman ain't rocking with Turk right now. So that situation is what it is. But we all just assumed from the optics of everything that BG was back in the family, back in the fold. Ho, 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 contraire, mon frere. BG put a stop to that when he did his little interview and he let it be known, like, hey, I ain't signing with Cash Money right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't signing with Cash Money. I'm gonna weigh my options, see what offers come my way, and then I'll make a decision on where my musical home is going to be for the foreseeable future, right? We all know that Birdman from past events and rumors and things of that nature that we done heard from producers and artists and stuff like that. And I actually knew a producer that was signed to Birdman. Me and Kane was mutual, and Kane told me a few stories about how Birdman did business. And if you don't know who Kane is the one who did a lot of those songs for Young Money. He did Bedrock. He did I Just Want to F Every Girl in the World. Kane is in the building, nigga. That's Kane. I knew Kane personally. You know what I'm saying? Even before Kane was signed to Birdman. I used to get beats from Kane for the low. You know what I'm saying? For the low. This is before Kane was even signed to Cash Money. Back when I was in the music. I told you I know quite a few people, man. I just look like this, but I still got my tentacles, you know what I mean, in certain places that I could sometimes, get information from certain people who you wouldn't expect me to be able to get information from. But anyway, Kane told me a couple stories of how Birdman handled business. So we know how Birdman allegedly rocks when it comes to him doing business with his artists and producers and things of that nature. At least we know the rumors. You know what I'm saying? I would assume from what I've heard about Birdman that once he heard that BG was not signing straight away to Cash Money, that he was weighing his options, I would assume that Birdman would have took offense to this from what I've heard about Birdman. Don't know Birdman, don't know if what people have told me about Birdman is true, but I'm saying where there's smoke, there's fire, and I've heard enough stories that kind of coincide with the stories that I heard about Birdman to kind of lean towards my assumption of the way Birdman would feel in this type of situation. And I'm assuming that Birdman took offense to that, right? How we know that Birdman ain't put this out to hurt BG's image. Not saying that this didn't happen. I'm not saying none of this happened. We're gonna get into that in a minute. We're gonna listen to what the co-defendant said. But what I'm saying is, if you look at who's spearheading this smear campaign, you got Whack 100. Whack 100 is all over Clubhouse selling out BG, saying this and saying that about BG, right? Now, Whack 100, he's a very cunning individual. He's a very cunning individual. I watched him move enough to know he'll lie, he'll cheat, he'll say anything. He's trying to play the internet. He knows how to play the algorithm. He knows how to say controversial things. Nothing is off the table when it comes to Whack 100 playing the algorithm, keeping controversy stirred up, right? So I listened to Whack 100. He said that Birdman been trying to reach out to him, but he been not answering Birdman phone calls because he think that Birdman gonna tell him to stop his smear campaign on BG, right? Now, at face value, that look unbelievable. It looks believable. But when you delve deep into a little bit deeper into what's going on, I can paint another picture, and I just want you guys to kick this around in y'all head to see if I'm on to something, right? So Whack 100 definitely is loyal to Birdman. He talk a lot of shit, but every time he talk about Birdman, he pretty much bow downs to Birdman. He pretty much lets everybody know that Stunner is like big brother. He little brother. He listen to what Stunner say. Stunner can call him off. Stunner can sick him on people, right? But in this situation, he's saying that he doing this on his own, and Stunner been trying to call him, but he assumed that Stunner trying to call him off of BG, but he don't want to answer the phone call because he knows Stunner gonna call him off, right? That seemed all fine and well, but what if that's a lie? What if Stunner sicked Wack on BG, knowing that it's that it looks like BG snitched on his co-defendant? What if he sicked Wack 100 on BG and told Wack 100 to play it like he doing this on his own, just to throw the rock and hide his hand? You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show you why this may have a little bit of credibility to this theory, this hypothesis, right? Wack 100 is loyal to Birdman. He done let this be known umpteen 100,000 times on through Clubhouse, right? If Wack 100 jumped out the window and just character assassinated BG against Birdman's wishes, don't you think Birdman will be highly upset about that, to the point where that'll put Wack 100 in a doghouse? And Wack 100 is publicly saying that he's dodging Birdman's phone calls because he feels like Birdman will tell him to stop. So not only that, so not only is you saying that you're doing this on your own, but you publicly saying this on the internet. You don't think Birdman hearing this? You don't think Birdman hearing that you dodging his phone calls on purpose? You don't think Birdman will hear that you pulling this move, knowing how he would feel? To me, if I'm Big Dog and you little bro and you saying this publicly, I'm gonna even take more offense to that. I'm talking about more offense to that, because you pretty much telling me you doing this shit on purpose, and you saying it publicly so everybody know. So you is disobeying my wishes publicly, and you pretty much circumventing my authority, and you doing it publicly so people will feel like that you just can do what the fuck you want to do. So if it's true what Wack 100 is saying, then if I'm Birdman, I'm completely cutting you completely off. Nigga, you finna get violated. And I mean, for real. Because I gotta let everybody know that I'm not to be played with like Wack 100 just played with me. But if nothing comes from this, and Wack 100 and Birdman just go off and still be cool, that would make me feel like this is a play. That would make me feel like Birdman and Wack 100 got together to put this smear campaign to get together against BG, because BG came out publicly and said that I'm not signing with Cash Money. I feel like if BG would have never said that he ain't signing with Cash Money, this would have never came out, or it wouldn't have came out at this time. See what I'm saying? How is Wack 100 still cool with Birdman, and he is hurting his possible investment? Birdman don't give a damn about hurting BG's credibility now that he know that BG is not signing with him. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that was just my little theory, my little hypothesis. Y'all can kick it around y'allself in y'all mind, but I'm just trying to think a little ahead of the game here. 2 + 2 = 5. You know what I'm saying? Not 4. You feel what I'm saying? And because a lot of times, bro, a lot of people think this way, and that's how people stay ahead of the average person. You know what I mean? That's how you get finessed and shit like that. You got to think. You got to. It's chess, not checkers. You got to think about the moves that's being made that you don't see. You know what I'm saying? The moves that look like a certain move, but it's another move that's coming behind that move, or another move that's planned ahead of that move. And that's what I'm thinking here. I done seen Wack 100, studied him enough to watch him move around the internet, and I can clearly see that he thinks this way. You know what I'm saying? I can clearly see that he thinks this way. And I would assume that Birdman think this way too, being that he done achieved what he done achieved. You know, you got to be kind of cunning, slick, sly, slippery, snaky, however you want to call it, to achieve what he done achieved. You know what I'm saying? In the business, plus we done heard his reputation. So I'm just throwing that out there for you guys to, for you conspiracy theorists, if you want to kick that around in your head, and we can sit and see how this events unfold going forward in the future. But remember, Marita said that. Marita said this, and I got a feeling it's some credibility to this theory that I got. I believe that Birdman and Whack 100 got together and they cooked this smear campaign up because BG said that he wasn't signing the cash money and he was weighing his options. That's what I believe. Now, let's get into BG's co-defendant speaking out on his side of the story as to what happened. Now, I'm going to say this. If what this man said is true, I'm not going to call BG a rat at this point in time because, again, this is a very nuanced situation. It's very complicated when you really look at it. And that's why I'm going to say this again. I'm going to keep saying it. Get out the streets. Get out the streets, young man. Because this shit, y'all see how all this shit, you know what I mean? Like, bro, just get out the streets. You won't have to deal with none of this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be called a rat, not a rat. You don't have to put your trust in people who betray you or snake you or backdoor you or who leave you to die in a jail cell or something like that. But listen to BG's co-defendant. This is exactly what he said happened. He's saying that BG left him to die in a jail cell. He said that and I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit of what I heard, and we're gonna listen to it so you guys can pick up on it when we listen to his audio. But what he's saying is BG actually was messing with his mama. I told y'all the plot thickens, y'all. The man mama is an older lady. At this time, BG was like 28. The man mama was probably about 15 years older than BG. You know what I'm saying? Like the man mama not what BG 43. The man said his mama 64 at the time. So what that is, 43, 53. That's almost 20 years older. You know what I'm saying? And he said that his mama, and I think he was like 25 at the time. He said his mama was messing with BG. You know what I'm saying? But he said BG found out, met him, found out he was a thorough nigga. He was about what he was from Texas. And BG liked him, and so BG started having him hang around him and shit like that. So he say that they was moving around and shit like that. He said he brought like 40 pounds of weed from Texas. He said he was already wanted in Texas. So when he started moving around BG, he came to New Orleans and he brought like 40 pounds of weed. Say he was doing the best he ever did in his life, had jewelry, couple cars, like 5 cars, a nice house. He said he was doing his thing. Say he was proud of himself. He had done achieved a little something in the streets in the game. And he was all right. So he said he started hanging around with BG. And I'm going to tell y'all something, just what I keep trying to explain to y'all. Don't try to prove yourself to nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit can get you fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? He said that, when he started hanging around BG, you know what I'm saying? BG had the reputation as of a gangster. He was a thorough nigga. So let me tell you how this shit worked, right? I done been around thorough niggas like that, and I done seen this effect that they have on certain people. Whether they ask the people to be this way, most of the thorough niggas that I know never ask the other niggas to be this way. The other niggas do this shit to try to prove themselves to the thorough niggas, so the thorough niggas will befriend them because they actually look up to the thorough niggas. You know what I'm saying? The gangsters, the killers, the robbers, these type of dudes that's known for these type of things in the streets. And it looks like exactly what happened here. He said he started hanging around BG, and situations would arise, and he would step up. You know what I mean? Like he would pull the pistol out, he would, protect BG, this type of shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what got him into this situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play the video. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I'm gonna play the video, and I'm gonna let him tell this out of story, and I'm gonna pause it, and at some times through the video, so that I could kind of like sum up what he's saying, because he talks really fast and the audio's not that great because he's talking from inside jail. So we're gonna listen to it right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the case after like 5 months after I went to jail, they called me in the case of that case. So, you know, like I said, they only 2 years for me to go on state. So I'm still in the county. So when I finally when I'm still in the county, when they come down. So by the time I go to the state, everybody getting us big stuff. Like, man, that was just going on with BG, man, that's in the phone. So I don't know if the nigga went with the shit or tried to tell everybody that I was telling or whatever, but he made a statement like, man, it was total on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Do I get the shit from somebody else? I'm like, what? I'm automatically calling this shit. We're seeing this shit, man. I've been calling checking on her all the time, but I thought that's a good lady, man. So I'm always checking on her. What's up, mama shit? Tell her not to get this shit. I call her home. Look, mama shit. I'm trying to say that this nigga here, I'm trying to say I'm gonna get the total on him or something. She's like, no, they lying, he ain't still that, he ain't fake. I say, man, he's going around in this jail. So I mean, I had to go to get my paperwork. You know, get my paperwork when I came back to court. That's when I figured the paperwork was up. Telling on me, man, you Google that shit and everything, man. I'm gonna Google that shit, man. You gonna see that?
So let me see if I break it down. It's hard to hear, but I'm gonna say what I. So he's saying that okay. So when he actually went to jail, he was in there about 4 or 5 months. And in the jail, it was going around. I think I can't. It's hard to hear, but he was saying that people were saying that he told on BG. Know what I'm saying? So he say he ended up getting his paperwork. I could be wrong with that part, but I know he said he got his paperwork. And he said that when he got his paperwork, that's when he found out that BG and the other co-defendant was telling on him, right? So I'm gonna give y'all a little summary as to what happened, right? So when they initially got stopped and pulled over, he had some weed and he had a gun in the car, right? He say that he was gonna jump out and run. He said, but but PG pulled over and he pulled over in the middle of the highway and he said he was gonna go and run because he was from Texas. He already warned, he said that's what he do. He run, you know what I mean? And he said how they pulled over in the middle of the highway wasn't really nowhere to run. So he said when the police got to the car, they immediately jumped down on him, get the gun, get the weed. And he say he immediately told BG, like, look, man, I'm gonna take the charge, man. Don't worry about it. Now he say BG and that bitch tripping, like, like, damn, like, hell no, like, bro. So BG said pretty much he's saying that BG was in that. We call it cracking. Where we from? You cracking under pressure. You know what I'm saying? You cracking under pressure. You in that bitch wigging, you in that bitch, like they say in Chicago, you in that bitch tweaking, you in that bitch like, oh nah, man, oh hell nah, man, oh hell nah, nah. He said BG was doing similar sort of like that. We call it cracking under pressure. You know what I'm saying? And he said he told BG, hey, look, man, just chill. I'm gonna take the charge for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got this. I'm assuming that he's saying that because he know that he got the weed in the car. He know that one of the guns is his. But he said that when they searched the car and all this type of shit, they started pulling out shit that he didn't even know was in the car. You know what I'm saying? Other drugs and other guns and shit like that there. So he said he was already committed at the time. So he said when they got him down to the station and he saw all the other shit that they was charging him with that they found in the car that he didn't know was in the car, he said he put his head down. He kind of talked to BG under his breath and said, hey, look, man, hold me down. He said, I'm going to take this shit, dog. He said, hold me down now. You better hold me down. Basically mean, bro, I'm finna take the charge for this shit, bro. When I go to motherfucking jail, you know what I'm saying? I want you, you know what I'm saying? Look out for me. Keep money on my books. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real with me, dog. Send me some letters. You know what I'm saying? Take care of little shit that I need you to take care of. Probably for my peoples and shit like that there. Woo, woo, you know what I'm saying? He said, BG said, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I told you, nigga say he had like 40 pounds of weed. He said he left 35 pounds of weed in the house down there. You know what I'm saying? He said he had jewelry. He said he had all this type of shit, money, all this type of shit. He said he left all, because he in jail. So he said he left all this shit to BG for BG to control. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold me down. Like, you got all this shit, hold me down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Say BG said, I got you. Now, you gotta think. He at first thinking that I'm finna go down for my gun and my weed, you know what I'm saying? But then once he realized everything that they done discovered in the car, it's shit. I might well go down for all of it now. I ain't gonna lie, I would do the same thing. if I'm already committed and I already done said that I'm finna go down for my weed and my gun or whatever, that they find in this car, I'm gonna go ahead on and take the rest of it. I'm already gone. I already done snitched on myself. I'm already gone. I ain't finna be like, nah, the weed mine, the gun mine, but the pills ain't mine and the other gun ain't mine. I'm be like, fuck it, it's all mine. It's all mine. Nobody else done confessed to shit. I already done sunk myself by snitching on myself. Me personally, I'm going to go ahead on and uh take all the rest of the shit. So I get what he did at that time. You know what I'm saying? And how he explained it, I could see that happening like that. That's what I would have did. If I'm in the police precinct and they done brought all this other shit that I didn't know was in the car, but I already done committed to taking the charge for what I knew was in the car, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm be like, hey bro, hold me down now. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hold me down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got me? And he said, BJ was like, yeah, I got you, right? So he said he went on and, whatever. He say, when he got to jail, he was in the feds for a little bit or whatever. I guess the little fed holding or whatever, you know what I mean, before you actually get convicted or whatever. When you get a fed charge, you do go to like I know in my city, like they had this specific area specific jail where you're held at, where they hold everybody that's awaiting trial and sentencing for their fed cases. They don't be in the regular county jail, they be in the fed jail. So I guess while he was in there, he said he would talk to some dudes in there and they was looking over his case and they would tell him, hey man, you could possibly beat this case. You ain't got to just admit to none of this shit. So he said he started listening to the jailhouse lawyers and he decided to take his plea back. His plea was that he was guilty, everything was his. So he decided to take his plea back. So he said when he decided to take his plea back, he was talking to BG and shit. And BG was telling man, go on, you know what I mean? Like, hey, look, man, go on, take the plea, da 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 da. And I think the lawyer was trying to tell him to go and take the plea and shit too, because the lawyer was BG's lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And he said that that's when he discovered that BG and the other guy had already went to the grand jury. I mean, they had already did a statement and they already had signed that they would testify if it came to him going to trial. He said when he decided to take his plea back from guilty to not guilty, he realized the feds realized that they needed more evidence in order to convict him. So that's when they was going to call BG and the other guy to testify against him. You see what I'm saying? So he said when he saw, he said he didn't know nothing about that. He didn't know that they was ever said that they was gonna agree to testify against him or nothing like that. He said that shit fucked him up. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what I want to talk about real quickly here before we go on listen to what he was saying. Yes, it was him agreeing to take the charge, right? But at the point where he decided to take his plea back and fight the case, BG them was already like, bitch, we gonna testify against this nigga. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Like, true, he agreed to take the charge. But once he got in there and because he thought he was only gonna get a year or two, but then once everything played out, he saw they was offering him 6 years. So he said when they saw they were offering him 6 years, he was like, fuck it, I might want to take my chances to go to trial. And he said he had already been to prison or whatever. So he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take my charge. Take my chances, go to trial. So he said once he decided to take his plea back and plead not guilty and go to trial, he said BG them was full, like ready to testify against him in court, saying that, hey man, that wasn't my gun. That was bruh shit, that was bruh this, that was bruh that was bruh weed, that was bruh pills, that was bruh this, that, that. So that is the part at that point right there is where I guess everybody got the discrepancy at. That's my biggest point of concern in this whole situation. Not the part where he agreed and BG was like, cool. That's cool. That happens. That happens. We see this with celebrities. We see this with a lot of people. They be riding around with people who's, fall guys, people who it's already discussed that if we get pulled over that you're gonna take the charge for this gun or this drugs or whatever that we have in this vehicle. I'm the bag. I'm not going down for this. I'm gonna look out for you if you take this charge. But that is the agreement, right? That part is cool. But when this guy decided to fight the charge, it seemed like BG them ain't get the memo, or BG them was like, nah, fuck that, bitch. We finna testify against you. You know what I'm saying? And they agreed to testify against him if he go to trial. I'm gonna continue to let him put let this play so we can hear whatever he got to say. I told you the audio's a little so I'm gonna stop it periodically and I'm gonna try to summarize what I think I hear him say, because some of the shit I keep missing too, because he talked real fast and the audio ain't that great.
I ain't know nothing about none of that shit, man. So I'm wondering why dudes avoid me and shit. Cause I think it was paper out for the guard, my nigga. I wrote to the letter and everything with this paperwork. I'm like, look, bro, we got the paperwork, but they saying you gonna testify against me, man. So the guard, that shit that lawyer showed you was true. So the nigga never got back with me or nothing, G. That nigga never got back with me or nothing, guys.
So he said he wrote BG a letter once he found out that BG was agreed to testify against him. He said he wrote BG a letter and told BG that what he had discovered, and he said BG never got back with him. That's the little part that he just said. Let's keep going.
So I'm like, man, this shit is like, did you try to reach out to him since you been home? Man, I'm just trying to reach out, calling this shit every day. Every day, they said that she's scared to give me a number. My nigga said she's talking to my mama. She's scared to give me a number. Like, I'm like, man, I've been calling. I had when a child for me to talk to this child. I'm like, this child, I'm gonna reach out to Doogie, man. No, I mean, I told her, man, tell this child to tell Doogie to reach out to me, call my mama. You know what I'm saying? Check on me. I'm talking the whole time. I've been calling the nigga, I ain't saying nothing. Like, nigga, I made I don't think you nigga, I'm finna take all this shit, nigga, and go right out. I live in Houston, left my house and everything. I had shit going on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Well, you ain't had shit going on. I had shit going on. I left my whole home and come down here to do all of what you niggas was had your back. I was loyal to you. This nigga was taking shit out your pockets. I'm like, you doing them. Hey, man, these niggas taking shit out your pockets and shit like that. This type of shit be going on. You know, I don't like this vibe. You gotta get the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
He said he left Houston. He had shit going on. If you're in the streets, you know what that means. That means he had some motion. You know what I mean? He was doing his thing. And he said he came down to New Orleans to hang with them. Of course, BG, you want to hang with the stars. You know what I'm saying? He feel like he finna tie in with BG. You know what I'm saying? He said he came down to hang with them. He said when he started hanging with BG, you know what I'm saying? He seen niggas was taking shit out of BG pockets, and he was like, hey, what the fuck going on here, bro? Like, you let niggas just take shit out your pocket. He say niggas was like, sizing BG and all type of shit. This is stuff that we never heard about BG, right? You know what I mean? Like, and he gonna go into more situations that he witnessed when he was hanging with BG. But he said that he seen people like, sizing him, like taking shit out of his pocket, robbing him low key, you know what I mean? Like friendly robbing him, shit like that there. And he said he was stepping down, like, what the fuck? Like, this ain't what I heard about you. Like, this ain't the type of dude that I heard you was. But I'm gonna say this too. You gotta put yourself in his shoes too. Whereas he would look at that, a real nigga would look at that as a flaw. Whereas real niggas would look at that as a flaw. You gotta look at how he coming. He feel like he a real nigga, right? He feel like he a real thorough nigga. He handle business, you know what I mean? Niggas don't try him like that because it's gonna be consequences. So if I get around BG and I know I'm that type of dude, even though I see he ain't that type of dude, I'm gonna take that as my opportunity to take up for him. I'm gonna make sure I step down on niggas who doing that to him, so that it would ingratiate myself more with BG. I could see a lot of dudes doing that, of course, because BG is a star, and being that if you down with him, it's gonna open doors for you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of street dudes, I'm gonna tell you this real shit, bro. When I was in the rap game, I ain't gonna get off in a long tangent, but when I was in the rap game, I noticed that the streets and the rap game run side by side. When I used to be at local joker industry parties and things of that nature, I would see big dope boys at them bitches. You know what I'm saying? I would see niggas that I knew in the streets was selling blocks, murderers, robbers. I would see them niggas in the same motherfucking. I would see them niggas in the same exclusive parties and locations that we was in. I was under the impression that the industry was the industry and the streets was the streets. No, 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 no. Them bitches is side by side. Who you think the rappers is getting drugs from? Who you think the rappers is getting the hoes from and all of this type of shit? So the streets run hand in hand. That shit right there. That's how a lot of these incidences go down with these rappers getting robbed, beat up, chain taken, all this type of shit. Because the street dudes is right there too. If you a big time thorough street dude, most of the big time thorough street dudes have ingratiated themselves with local joker celebrities or real celebrities, and it's because they trying to squeeze themselves through those doors and get into that world. You know what I'm saying? Dudes with a lot of money, a lot of power, they trying to get through them doors too. You know what I'm saying? A street dude don't want to just be a street dude. I think I heard Jesus tell the story that when he was in King of Diamonds, I mean not King of Diamonds, he was in the strip clubs in Atlanta, you know, it was dudes, he had more money than these dudes, but these dudes were famous. And these the chicks in the strip club would flock to these dudes and shit like that, and he realized that he was not known. He didn't have the name. Like he had the money, he had the cars, he had all this type of shit, but he wasn't as popular and known as these dudes. And a lot of street dudes with everything that the rappers dream of having, they want that type of attention. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just trying to paint this picture as to what he's saying he saw he went down and why he was still hanging with BG, even though he saw these things go down. Hit that like button. We're gonna keep going.
I'm telling you, like, nigga, get up, nigga. You don't fuck around like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, I got weed over there, chill out, 24 hours, people fuck with them. I'm thinking, have his way. When these niggas handling them, niggas ain't, you know, he buying the niggas to me, man. This ain't mine, this is. Like, you're supposed to be handling that shit. So I'm seeing all different sides, you know. They gonna really ready to leave from time that time. And I'm saying, dude, we ain't even too much stand up for shit. I'm saying, so I'm like, man, fuck it, you know.
So he see all this going down with BG, and he say it's kind of making him feel like, man, I'm ready to get the fuck around these niggas, because these niggas is not what the image says he is. I'm seeing niggas have their way with him. I'm seeing niggas handle him, and I ain't with that shit, because that ain't the type of nigga that I am. I can see that too. I don't, when I was moving around, I don't move around with certain motherfuckers. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't move around with certain motherfuckers. Put it this way, I don't move around with peons. Not the, shit on nobody, but I don't move around with peons. And the reason why I move around with peons, first of all, we ain't got nothing in common. But second of all, a nigga gonna size you. When you a peon, a nigga gonna size you. And I don't want a nigga to fuck around and size me because they see me with you. Because you are the company that you keep. You know what I'm saying? So I don't hang around with certain motherfuckers. I hang around with big dogs. I always been that way. That way, a motherfucker, certain shit don't come my way. And a motherfucker automatically know that if you see me with this person and that person, then that must mean that I'm somebody, and I'm somebody that you can't come at any kind of way. And what he's saying is he saw that people size and BG handle BG, and it got to the point where he was like, man, I'm about ready to stop fucking around with these niggas. Fuck the fame, fuck being locked in with these niggas. These niggas ain't what they say they is.
Rolled it out because my mama loved the dude, bro. Like, mama loved the dude. When I was trying to leave, the day I was trying to leave and come back to you, so I told my mom, I say, man, I don't feel good. Mom, I don't feel good. Man, see what's going on, guys. You know, I'm saying, like, I'm down here meditation. The street, I'm playing the laws, I ain't people, because they probably shot my ass down. I'm checking down with a pistol. Where in the hell? Where the nigga got? Because a nigga clear for this nigga. He ain't supposed to be lying up. I'm saying, I don't do this lying up, man. Me, him, and two of them. You know walking down the motherfucker first, walking down the Bourbon Street, my nigga, you the whole crowd of niggas back line. I mean, I'm trying to see what's up, nigga. What's up? Nigga, the girl like, no, man, come on. Come on, they did type of shit, get there, woo. You go to McDonald's, nigga, they surround McDonald's. You niggas surround McDonald's, the day when they let niggas come out there, instead of type of shit at the door. You know, like, man, I'm gonna go outside and go, that's that thing, I'm gonna go get this car, man, bring it up here, so we can come out so you can get you in the car. I try to leave my pocket, the motherfucker. Nigga try to help to my nigga, try to steal out on me, nigga, you know, I had to pull out the tool, man, and go down on the nigga, clear the whole fire out there, go down on the nigga, chip out my whole brain. So I ain't even get no shit. One nigga with the pistol to get him out the way, just to get at these niggas. This nigga, they used to lose so good of them niggas. So I ain't no shit. The nigga said the winner top chasing this down there halfway down Bourbon Street, bro. This nigga fell, I stood over the nigga. Everybody hollering. I done pushed the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna run out with I'm seeing these horses coming with the ground. So I'm trying to run it back to the motherfucking car. Run it back to the car, nigga. Get in the car. So we get the car loud to round and put us all on the ground. That's the cream of the biscuit. I told people trying to run me for my jury. You know what I'm saying? We just lied, but got away with the shit. You know, so but I was listening behind this nigga, you know.
Okay, so the situation, he said him and BG and two chicks was walking down Bourbon Street and some niggas started sizing BG. If you don't know what size mean, that mean niggas started, you know, trying him, saying slick shit, you know what I mean, da. So he say, he like, hey, what's going on? Like, hey, you know what I mean? He say, BG to them like, hey, man, just chill out. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he saying he ready to get down on the niggas like, because, you know, niggas don't like, it got to be consequences for a nigga coming at me like that. I feel him on that. I feel him on that. When you a certain type of dude, certain type of shit, you just don't let in the street, certain type of shit, you just don't let just go, because if you let it go, you sending a message out that everybody else can do this to you. So examples have to be made. So he's saying that, you know, he like confused, like, you BG, what the fuck is going on? Why is these niggas even saying this type of shit? You know, but fuck all that. I'm finna let it be. I'm finna get down on these niggas, because I ain't finna tolerate that. So he say, they like, nah, him and the hoes like, nah, don't worry about it. So they go to McDonald's. He say the niggas done surrounded the McDonald's and talking shit and this and that there. So he say, he like, what? Like, he confused, like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, the niggas is pretty much putting the press on BG. So he like, man, fuck it, I'm finna get the car. Then he said they scared to come out the McDonald's. So he like, man, I'm finna come out this bitch. I'm finna get the car, and I'm finna get the car. I'm finna get you in the car. We're finna get the fuck on. He say one of the niggas tried to steal off on him when he got out the door. He drew down on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Say everybody went to screaming and shit, went to hollering and shit. So he say he done pretty much cleared out the whole spot, because now everybody see, you know, he got a gun and this shit real. So say the nigga take off running down the street. So say he take off running down the street after the nigga, straight down Bourbon Street. So he say, nah, you know, the laws and shit, the police and shit coming. So he double back, jump in the whip. He said we jump in the whip with the BG and the chicks. The police pull him over. You know what I'm saying? And he pretty much, this is the story he's saying. He's saying that he pretty much let them know, like, hey man, they was trying to steal my jewelry, da 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 da. This is the story he's telling now. The story is incomplete. If you ask me, I could poke holes in it, but I'm gonna just let him talk. You know what I'm saying? We gonna, because I don't want to get off into the side shit. But there's some holes in this story. You know what I'm saying, that I could peep off top. But for not to get off the subject, I'm gonna just continue on and let him talk. But this is the story that he's saying. Let's keep going.
I go to jail, you ain't saying nothing to a nigga. When the little piece I had broke with me, she told me, all this nigga trying to shoot that bitch, how much you talking down on you and shit. I looked over that shit, I told him. I called him and made my business to call him to kill him. Hey, brother, the bitch that been riding with me saying that you were trying to shoot at the hole. All kind of crazy shit already fucking with her partner, nigga. What you trying to shoot at this hole for? You see this hole?
Okay, so now he say that he overlooked a lot of that shit. He say, so when he actually did go to jail for the situation that they talking about, he say that the chick that he was fucking with, BG was fucking with her partner. He say when he went to jail, the BG started trying to fuck the chick. know what I'm saying? Say the chick say BG started talking down on him or stuff to that effect. And so he called BG and let him know, like, hey, brother, bitch say that you out this bitch talking crazy, you know what I'm saying? And you trying to fuck with the bitch. I can feel him on this. He said, damn, you already fucking with a partner and you fucking with my mama. BG fuck with the nigga mama too. So I feel him on this. If I'm in jail, bro, check this out. Well, we all know that's why I say stay out the streets, young men, stay out the streets. But if I'm in jail and I'm going to jail and I got a chick and she holding me down, she keeping it real with me. She coming up here to see me. She sending me a couple of dollars. She bumping that three-way. She sending me a letter here and there. Bro, don't fuck that up for me. I'm already behind bars. You know what I'm saying? I'm already behind bars. There's a million bitches. You free. It's a million bitches that you could be fucking with. Plus you fuck with a homegirl. Plus you fuck with my mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm already keeping it real with you by not, letting my mama know that you fucking with different bitches, that we fucking with different bitches. So you smashing my mama and you smashing the bitch that I fuck with, homegirl. Now you want to try to smash this bitch too? Like, and I'm in jail holding it down for the whole situation. Yeah, I took the case for my shit, but I also took the case for the shit that you had on you as well, the shit that wasn't mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm with him on this one, bro. Leave my little bitch alone. Let my little bitch fall off with another nigga that I don't know nothing, that I ain't cool with. But don't let her fall off with my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let me work this situation as long as I can because I'm in a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? She keeping it real with me to the point where she fucking with me, sending me a couple dollars, bumping three-way, sending me a little letter here and there, coming to visit me. Let me keep that. That's a lot for a nigga in jail. I'm telling you something, that is gold to a nigga in jail. You know what I'm saying? For a nigga in jail, that's the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga in jail, nigga got a one chick, I don't give a fuck if she fat. I don't give a fuck what she look like. I don't give, if she keeping it real with you while you in jail, for a nigga that's in jail, that's the most that's probably the most valuable thing in the world to a nigga in jail. And for you to be so selfish, to you free and you got access to all these different bitches, you BG, you can fuck a different bitch if you want to. And you smashing my mama and her homegirl for you to step down on my little bitch, my little lifeline. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's real snake shit. That's real fire right there. That's why I say at the beginning of this video, I ain't gonna call BG a snitch, but I'm gonna say if what this guy's saying is true, that shit is very foul, bro. That shit foul as hell. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's saying happened. Do I know for a fact that's happened? No. But this is his co-defendant. This is the guy that they saying that BG snitched on, and this is his side of events. So we're gonna keep going.
Man, I'm trying to take good bread out my pocket, bitch. I'm gonna get down, swear to God, I ain't doing that whole line. Oh, this shit go. I ain't doing no tricking about no hoes, you know what I'm saying? But the simple fact is, going through some shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with it. But anyway, look at that good time, bro. So I ain't wrong this time. My nigga, I've been trying to get at the nigga. I'm talking about stick with a long, got this shit. What's up, nigga? I'm trying to get my shit. Well, I'm wondering if nigga gonna say something about my shit. The nigga ain't said nothing about my shit. You know, some nigga ain't said nothing about my shit with nothing. I'm just, I got swear to God, about to call this shit about 3 or 4 times, trying to get at her like anything. He said tell him to call and then tell him and get the everything out. I'm like, tell him how. Nigga, I told that nigga 2 times when I got in that police car, bro, I'm gonna take this charge, my nigga. I take this charge and make sure when I come home, man, I don't be none of those shit. You got to make sure I got everything that I had when I left this bitch. And I'm changing everything. I got 725, so the shit that I had, I was cool. I got 5 cars, I got a house, nigga. I got jewelry, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. Like, for my age, I was cool with that. I'm content. And I left him with like 35 pounds, bro. Like 35 with both phones. I ain't even get to keep all that shit out. You know what I'm saying? I got them.
He say he left BG with 35 pounds of weed, jewelry, all type of shit. He told BG, look, bro, hold me down when I get out of jail. I just want to have what I got now. He say, you know what I mean? You can do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. Just make sure that I got what I got now. You know what I'm saying? From street terminology, I'm gonna tell you what that means. That means you can flip this weed, you can sell that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold my jewelry down. You know what I'm saying? hold that shit down, put that shit in the storage or the safety part, deposit box or safe. Hold my jewelry down. I don't give a fuck if it is 1999 jewelry. Hold that shit down. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit. That's my trophy. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it no way. Hold that shit down. But this product that I got, sell that shit, dog. Sell that shit, flip that shit, make you some money. But at the same time, have me when I get out, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm be honest with you, that's a player ass deal. You know what I'm saying? Like you got fucking years to flip 35 pounds a week. Do you know how much fucking money that you can have? That nigga went to jail like 10 years. That nigga did like 10 years. You know what I mean? Of course, you was going to have to break him off and send him some money periodically over the years that he's in jail. And me personally, I probably would. I mean, 35 pounds a week. I ain't gonna lie to you, me being a real nigga, I wouldn't even charge him. I wouldn't even charge. I was finna say that I would deduct that out of the money that I made off the weed, but no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, because that's a lot of time to flip that weed. You know what I'm saying? I would just look the money that I give him throughout his jail time, especially he held it down and took the charge for the other things that they found in the car. I would just chalk that up to me just looking out for him. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I would have gave him while he was in jail, $1,000, $10,000, $5,000, I would have made sure he kept some bands on his books. You know what I'm saying? I would have been flipping that. I would have been flipping that trees. 35 pounds of trees. You know how much fucking money that is? You know what I mean? Oh, let's just say if you're a 5-year period of time, and you BG, you're a rapper. You know, you do know big dogs. You know, BG was hanging around with Wild Telly Hankin and all of them motherfuckers. So you know, he could flip that weed shit, man, 100 times. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he ain't fucking off and tricking off. You know, he could flip that shit a lot of times. He could have turned them 35 pounds into a couple $1 million. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Over that amount of time, especially if he fucked around and found him a plug. Now, and to be real with you, me personally, I would have had him hook me up with his plug out of Texas. I would have. You know what I'm saying, bro? I just got off that shit, bro. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Some kind of way I would have sent some kind of, correspondence, however. And I would have had him hook me up with his plug. That way I could keep going back getting the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I would have took that shit that I flipped from him. I'm just saying if I was BG in that situation. I ain't in the streets no more, y'all. But I'm just saying that's what I would have did. Because I'm just assuming that BG might have not have had a plug, like he had. So I would have just had him sold that shit in New Orleans, had him put me down with his plug, and I would have kept everything turning. I would have turned into him. That's what I would have did. You feel what I'm saying? But he's saying, he left all that shit. He say he don't know what happened to it. He don't know what happened to the 35 pounds of weed. He don't know what happened to his jewelry. He don't happen to not have none of that shit. Now he gonna tell a story what happened to his mama too, because his mama ended up catching a lot of time too, and she had some shit too. So it's alleged that BG had access and got all of this stuff and never looked out for none of them the whole time they was in jail. That's why I say I can't call him a snitch so far. Maybe some more information to come out. Maybe they'll break down the paperwork. I know my girl Mickey Truth gonna look over this paperwork and she gonna, have her opinion on it, and I'm gonna listen to what she gotta say, and then we'll go further with that situation whether BG was a rat. But as far as BG being fouled, if what this guy said is true, I can clearly say he fouled, bro. He said a situation about the chicks. He said a situation about how he was holding BG down when niggas was sizing him. And he also said a situation about where he left a lot of stuff out here on the streets and he didn't receive any compensation for it. He don't know where it's at. He said he don't even know where his jewelry at or none of that shit. That's foul as fuck, bro. And he said he been trying to reach out to BG, and BG would not. He ain't been able to get in contact with it. He said he been calling BG mama. You know what I'm saying? Because he said his mama and BG mama still, you know what I'm saying, have correspondence. And he say she ain't even been putting it. She had, and this has been a while, years. She say she ain't even been putting him in contact with BG. You know what I'm saying? Even over the time when BG was getting out in the halfway house and things of that nature. He said he been trying to get at BG. You know what I'm saying? And he still ain't, buzz back at him or nothing, bro. That's foul as fuck, bro. That's foul. Nigga kill you for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All that shit. What's that for? Nigga, how get out cause the ball. Hey, how old is it now? I'm 40, Ron. I ended up doing 9 years behind that shit. So I was doing 60 and a half. We ain't gonna violate. I ain't gonna violate. When I violate, I ain't come right back. I stay home like 90 days. So when you get out? I violate my. I get out of this. I got 3 more months. I got like 3.5 more months. So hold up. So how old is your mother? My mom was like 50. She was older. She was older, bro. She was older. You know, she was fucking around. Your mom, hold up. Your mama can't be 50 if you 40. You mean your mama is 10 years old? My mama 60. My mama like 60, like 60. Some shit like 50 old, some shit like that. Oh. All right. So she was like 50 so she was messing with BG when he was young. Yeah, she was messing with him like she was messing with him. Like when I was 25, I think that nigga was like 30. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, 30. So now, right now, BG 43 years old. Yeah, so he was 28. My mama like these young niggas, bro. My mama like these young niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right. So she had a conclusion. That was like this, though. She was done 10 years. Because when she was down there with him on the way there, when I done my time, she left from down there, she got pulled over with some cards. You know, we was doing credit cards and all that gambling shit. So she got caught with some credit cards and shit. They gave her 40 deals and credit. Don't leave from down that nigga from that nigga. Leave from his house, bro. She got pulled over. She got 40 years? 40 years. 40 years from her state time, so she ain't doing number 10. All right. Number 10. So when I came here, the first time, she wasn't even home. She been home like 2 years now. Oh, all right. She had 2 years now. So where she live at? That nigga ain't reached that. She live right there now. She in Houston. She in Houston, stay in Houston right now on the north side. All right, so she ain't talking to BG either? Man, she ain't got that up. Man, this way, we taking care of that nigga, man. I'm talking about nigga that BG playing, man. She talking that nigga that shit, man. We stop with that boy, man. I'm trying to find that nigga coach and shit. We got cars. That nigga, you want to girl out. But this is still fucking with. I'm talking about looking out. Should I buy on this? Should I get him that? Yo, mama down there. Get that nigga, get him this. I'm positive for everything. Go ahead with everything. Yeah, get him this. Go to jail, man. Get that shit for him. Trying to put that nigga back in position because I'm believing in this nigga, man. I fucked with that boy, man. I just was waiting on the right person to come. I knew it was going to come out. That's why Toto just said to listen, told me, go and see my number. I gave him my mama number because I told him I'm locked up. I've been looking for that was over my nigga down there, you know what I'm saying? Even Jesse Kane, I used to listen to the old head name Jesse Kane. Yeah, he ain't Yazoo now. Man. Yeah, too, man. You asked me about him, man. Was that?
So he said his mama ended up catching 40 years. His mama was a scammer. He said she caught 40. She caught 40 state time. She only had to do 10. She said she caught it coming from BG house that pulled over, whatever. She went to jail. He said that his mom. He said if y'all remember not when BG left Cash Money, he had started Chopper City Records, and he said it was around this time when he started fucking with BG, and he said BG had done fell off. You know, he said his mama was scamming. His mama was looking out for him. Said his mama bought BG that BG chain. You know what I'm saying? Bought him Gucci and shit like that. And say he was like, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, mama, look, fuck with him, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think now. I'm gonna just keep it real. They looking at this like you gotta think. This is why niggas who had money and who had status, when they fall, a lot of times it be people that'll catch them because people be still fans and people be wanting to be there for these type of people because they know if they can get these people back to where they were, that these people would take them with them. You see what I'm saying? So you got to look at it from the mama's perspective. She like the dude said his mama like young niggas anyway. He just said that. You know what I'm saying? Plus she a scammer. You feel what I'm saying? So she got BG, you know what I mean? She probably that little thing down there, that little man in the boat probably tingling. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, I got me a gangster. I got gangster. I got wine. I got me a little gangster, little young tenderoni. You know what I mean? And BG looking at it like he need mouth to mouth, bitch. He done fell off. He done left baby them. That Chopper City record shit ain't popping off like he thought it was gonna pop off, or he done ran through the money, or it ain't as lucrative as he thought. It's more work or have it, or maybe he just ain't have the business acumen that he thought he had or needed in order to keep the shit afloat. But for whatever reason, you got to think he got him an old cougar bitch with that's a scammer that's holding propping him up, holding him up. All he got to do is just fuck. I just keep it real. That's all he got to do is just fuck the old bitch real good. You know what I mean? And she gonna keep him icy, keep him caked up, keep him looking like who he's supposed to be. And so I don't want to say used, but it was a reciprocal relationship for all individuals involved. And he looking at it like also like his mama. Mom, my mama fucked with him, you know what I'm saying? Plus he a gangster or supposed to be a gangster. So if I can get around him and we can get him back to where he need to be, these doors gonna open up and we can walk through these doors and we gonna be right there with the celebrities. We could parlay that into something else. We could parlay that. Maybe he'll start a record label. Maybe maybe he could get him a couple artists or whatever. But I see the play. I see the play. I think a lot of people would have did the same thing. I'm pretty sure I would have too. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the type of nigga he was and had access and financial shit that he had going on, and yeah, I would do the same thing. If I get me a failed rapper or a rapper that's falling on hard times, and I could just hit him with this one and sauce him up a little bit and get him back, in the swing of things, then me and him locked in now, and I'm walk through these doors with him. That's what the play was, y'all. But let's keep it going.
I was fucking with him. He seen the type of one that niggas know I'm a stand-up nigga, my nigga. Stand-up nigga, bro. Just niggas was around the wrong kills, bro. I basically I rhyme, man. I stay done. I most the hardest, my nigga. I stay loyal to the phone, my nigga. I I'm always going to hard for all these niggas. You know what I mean? I fuck with I went to hard and I took time. I went down, man. You can niggas told on me. He ain't the only nigga. That shit been going on with me for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's just part of the street shit. I took it. I ain't never opposed. I kept riding. Kept on, man. But that shit hurt me the most, man, when I did that shit for him. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt me the most. That took most of my healers right there. Yeah, but that nigga not to say nothing. All I want that nigga to do was just to holler at a nigga. Even though that shit was going on, nigga, I feel like I know you want to know the street nigga like I am. So I kind of understood, you know what I'm saying? And I was kind of leaning on him a little bit. But I know that this process on his heart wasn't like that, but he had a good heart. But he won that street, but you could train that street shit so much to make the nigga feel like he was street, then so he would get cramped up, you forget about a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like that shit. And then when I came into it, I say I heard a lot of people start telling me about him. Like, how you heard and how you did and shit. I ain't like that. I put my life on line, and if that nigga just would have run with the boat, just sit in the middle and just say something, what's up, boy, you don't put ice and hold it down. You if I would have put an ice, they ain't had this shit left. Just to talk to me. My mama was doing 10 years, man. When you don't believe it from you, and all right, went down the train. All the niggas look at us, to look out and stay down. My niggas playing, couldn't do that, came home, I ain't even trying to touch something. It's just sort of.
Okay, so I want to stop it right here because I want to summarize this shit, bro. Because listen, I don't give a fuck what people be telling y'all, bro. Listen, bro. The message that Marita be giving these people, these young people, these people that's involved in the streets on this channel right here, it's one of the realest messages that they gonna hear if they want to accept it. And I'm gonna say this again: get out the streets, bro. Because if you listen to this man's story, it coincides with what I be telling y'all. Now, listen to what he just said just then was he disappointed. He sad. He let down. He disappointed in himself. And I'm gonna tell you why he disappointed himself. He disappointed in himself because he believed in something that was a falsity. He believed that motherfuckers was as real as they say they is. He believed that he believed in what's the saying? The image that BG was who we thought he was. Now, is BG who we think he is? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And if we just gonna look at it from his side, his point of view, just for this particular story's sake. You know what I'm saying? And what he's saying is he's hurt because he held it down for BG. His mama held it down for BG, and when it came time for BG to hold it down for him, he didn't hold it down for him. He said he did 9 years of his life, and it hurt him that BG ain't hold it down for him. Listen, man, that's how I keep trying to tell. I tell a lot of the little young dudes that I know. I know a lot of little young dudes got a lot of family members that's into the streets, and they up under me, and they remember when I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? They hate it or love it. I probably influenced some of them to be involved in the streets. I know I did. You know what I'm saying? And this is me trying to pay it forward and trying to correct some of the wrongs, because a lot of times when we out there doing what we doing, we ain't mature as we gonna be, and we ain't the people that we gonna be if God bless us with enough time to live long enough to mature. And I really realize now that I done matured to the age that I am. And of course, I'm gonna mature more if God keep blessing me with years. I'm gonna mature more, but I do reflect and look back and saw the bad things and the bad decisions that I made, and how it might have been detrimental to a whole generation up under me. So what I try to do now is I try to just like straighten that out as best I can, and teach and tell these young people, what not to do, and do what I'm telling you to do, and not what you saw me do. You know what I'm saying? Because you may not be so lucky. You may lose your life. You may go to prison for a long time or whatever. And this is where he at now. Where he at now is he like, damn, I did all this shit for a so-called real nigga to have a real nigga not be real with me. And this is the sad story. That's the ending of a lot of this shit, dog. Like just pay attention, bro. Like it's happening all around us. Like we right here on YouTube. We blog and we tell all these stories about all these rappers and all these people. But if you pay attention to the ones that's living, the ones that's living long enough in order to mature, they trying to get out of the game. They looking back and saying they want peace, and they saying that they switching over and saying that I ain't want to do that no more, and I'm a civilian and all this type of shit. Why is they doing that? I told y'all, if you live long enough and you from the streets, you're gonna come right here. If you don't go to jail for a long time, if you don't lose your life, and if you got somewhat if you got somewhat some sense in your head, you're gonna end up right here where Uncle Marita is, and you're gonna realize that shit you was doing was wasting time, that shit was dumb, and that you don't want your family, you don't want your children, you don't want your loved ones out there doing that shit, because you don't want to lose them to the streets. Because even though that you might have lived and made it, you realize that what's going on out there in the streets now is definitely a worse chance, a better chance that they're gonna die in the streets than when you was coming up, because it's getting worse and worse and worse. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to save them, because you like, man, this shit ain't worth it, and it's not. Look, like you can have all the money, all the cars, all that shit, but one day it's gonna be your day. One day you're gonna go to jail. I promise you, it always happens. We always get caught. If you do anything that you ain't supposed to be doing long enough, I promise to God you're gonna get caught one day. You know what I'm saying? And of course, there's certain people that don't get caught, but them people is few and far in between. Those people are the exception to the rule. Most of us get caught. You know what I'm saying? Most of us catch a lot of time. Most of us get killed. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So this is the unfortunate end to the situation. I don't understand why when these young boys look at all these gangster movies, Scarface, Men's Society, Boys in the Hood, all these movies, they don't watch the whole movie or something. Like I don't understand how they want to be these people, but then they don't realize those people die in the end of the movie, or those people catch a lot of time or catch life in the end of the movie. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is the outcome. El Chapo was one of the biggest drug dealers in the world. Where's his ass now? In a supermax prison under the ground. He ain't gonna never get out that bitch no more. So you gotta ask yourself, is it all worth it? Is it worth it for you to just to ball for a couple years to spend the rest of your life in a prison, or to die a young man? You get what I'm saying? I ain't with that shit. Let me tell you something. I'd rather be free and broke than to be rich and in jail, or to be dead at 25. I know dudes that had a lot more shit than I had in the streets. You know, they had cars, women, verse, jewelry, diamonds, traps, all this type of shit. And a lot of them dead. Where I'm at right now, I'm not bashing them or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bragging or nothing because I know I'm here only through the graces of God. But what I'm saying is, they would give all that shit back right now to be right here with Uncle Marita is right now. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying. That's why I be trying to explain to people. So a lot of the times people see the fast life, the glitz, the glam, and oh, I want that, I want that. But listen, that shit come with shit, bro. That shit come with shit. You don't have to do that nowadays in order to be successful or financially stable or to be rich. We living in an entrepreneurial time. You can start any type of business. Here I am on YouTube. You can do shit on social media and sell a service or anything. I'm on YouTube getting paid off fucking words. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like it's a way to achieve all of that shit that you want, but legally and safely, and you don't have to look over your shoulder. You get what I'm saying? The drug game and the street game, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It ain't dead, but it's dead in a certain aspect. Of course, it's gonna always be people that use drugs. It's gonna always be the underbelly of society. It's always gonna be the streets. That shit gonna always be there. That shit been there since the beginning of time. But what I'm saying is, the way that it was, like like Cocaine Cowboy days and Nino Brown them days, that shit dead, bro. That shit dead. You know what I'm saying? You'll come. I ain't trying to. I'm not I'm not telling anybody to do anything legal, but yeah, it's more days of the scammer nowadays than it is days of the drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is over with. Like, for real, for real. So if you want to risk your freedom in your life to sell some drugs when you could be doing something else and get way more money than you could selling drugs with way less risk. When you out there doing shit, you got to weigh risk reward, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how come, knock on wood, I never went to prison, because it was certain shit that I wasn't willing to do. It was risk reward. Some people like to risk, big risk, big reward. But big risk, big fucking risk. You might lose your life or whatever. And a lot of that shit wasn't worth it for me. Thank God that I had something to think with on my two shoulders. And I think that's what made me be able to survive to be here talking to you guys today. But I got a lot of partners. I told y'all my last video, I got partners got 100 years, real talk. I got partners got 100 years, real talk. I'm talking about 100, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And these are my partners I hung with every day. I wasn't with the shit that they was with, and they never asked me. I knew what they was doing, but I ain't do that shit. You couldn't get me to rob no bank. Don't even ask me to rob no bank. I'm not robbing no fucking bank. And I saw these niggas come back and they have all these $1,000 and they buying these cars and they had all the hoes and they got all the jewelry and all the diamonds. I'm still right there hanging with them, and I ain't got nowhere near as much money as they got. But at the same time, that was for them. That wasn't for me. And I was perfectly okay not having what they had, because to me, what they was risking in order to get that was not feasible for me. And I played a long game. And lo and behold, not bashing them. I wish they would have never got caught. I wish they would have never died or whatever happened to them in the streets. But it happened. And lo and behold, I'm sitting here right here today, and a lot of them motherfuckers is gone. You know what I'm saying? So what he talking about is the downside of life. I mean, the downside of the streets. This is the side of the streets that they rarely rap about. They'll rap about all the bullshit, but they don't rap about the stress. They don't rap about the death. Well, sometimes they do, but they don't rap about that. Most people get caught. You know what I'm saying? When you're in that fucking cell by yourself and you don't know if you ever gonna get out that bitch, and they coming to you telling you they offering you 25 years or 30 years, and you fucking 20 years old, and you looking like I ain't gonna get out till I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. That's the side that that a lot of people overlook when they take these risks or they get into this type of lifestyle. And I'm just telling you, bro, it's more so than not, you're gonna be a statistic if you indulge in that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Very few people make it through. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But let's keep going.
You gonna hold fine. You gonna make sure I got all this shit, man, and I'm believing the whole time around. I think you still got my children. You niggas still got my children. So when I came home, man, I reached out. These niggas say, you don't know where my shoe is. You stick a nuts because through the T-Go and say, you don't know where my children is. You don't know none of that shit is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, niggas, my mama left so much shit down there too. My mama left so much shit in their eyes. We left so much shit down there, bro. Like, we went to jail and shit all going on. You know, everybody, we don't even know who got all that shit. Man, what you took about tears to my eyes, been that night, my nigga. So you in the state right now? Yeah, I'm in the state right now. Hey, listen, let me tell you this. So the day you went to court, they had subpoenaed BG to come to court, right? No, they subpoenaed him before I went to court. Like when they granted me my appeal and shit, when they granted me my appeal, they had subpoenaed him to come to court. Oh, him to come to court, and they had, yeah. So all I gotta do is look on your docket sheet and see when they granted your appeal, and then see if they did the motion of discovery. And the motion of discovery, that's when they'll call the witness. Yeah, or like I say, as my team, like she give you like a roundabout time, like when she went to court with him. If I'm not mistaken, you probably just what I want to be, because I don't want to be lied to you, bro. I don't want to lie to you. So I won't, but I know when she went to court with him, that's the day he went, did whatever he did. They kept her out the courtroom because they knew that was my mama. And that's the day when all that shit took place. Oh, wow. So how your mom, so she don't know what he did even when he went to the courtroom? Nah, she didn't know. She didn't know what he did. Until I started telling her, man. So I told her, man, you know, my lawyer said that he turned on me, mom. Because I told her, like, mom, I'm gonna appeal this. I'm taking this case. I'm telling them that it wasn't me. I'm pleading with not guilty. I'm pleading with on the phone in the background. When I told her, she would told him. And when she told him, she was telling her to tell him to plead guilty. Don't go to trial. Don't go to trial. He's still telling her to tell me don't go to trial. Take the 5 years. Take the 5 years. No, he's still.
So he say that when his mama went to court with BG, and they kept her out the room, you know, I guess because maybe BG was telling him whatever he's telling him, or was finna give his statement to the grand jury. I don't know. Mickey, I'm gonna let Mickey break that down. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me lie. But this is what he's saying, and he's saying that he was telling his mama, BG was telling his mama to tell him to don't go to trial, don't go to trial. Now, you can look at that two ways. Was BG telling his mama that so that he wouldn't get found guilty and catch a large sentence if he go to trial? Or was BG saying that because if he go to trial, then he know that BG would have to take the stand and would have to testify against him? You know, y'all can make y'all own determination. Get in the comment section or the chat and let me know how y'all feel as to why BG was telling that boy's mama not to tell him not to go to trial. You know what I'm saying? But he's saying that's what BG was telling his mama to tell him, don't go to trial, don't go to trial. You know what I'm saying? Because I do know if he don't go to trial, then BG will never have to testify against him. So we keep going.
I'm taking my chance. Everybody in the club telling me to beat shit around, you know what I'm saying? Like, my fingerprints went on the beach, none of that shit. So I could have won. But then when I got these niggas coming to court on me and make the statement, that'll be some going to a whole motherfucking way. Why I'm gonna do that? Instead of just taking the time. You know what I'm saying? Taking the time to get on instead of going for this place and niggas tell on me. You know what I'm saying? They need the lawyers already telling me. They want to tell me, bro. It took me all the way down to the day I'm going to go and talk about this nigga to come down and show me their paperwork, man. I think I had to come up to about 5 different times, bro. Like, hey, man, you spend the time I called your mama talking about shit nigga talking. We paid a nigga 15 times, bro, for them. 15 times. I'm taking this shit to trial. Them niggas said coming up to the man, go to trial. last time he seen I was for real, let me pump that paperwork up there. Show me that paperwork. Hey, man, you don't testify against you. I said, can I have that? He like, no, he couldn't have it. I ain't supposed to be showing you these. They gonna testify against you. But I went straight to the door, Chief. I went straight to the door, Miss Gates, man. I told the people, man, I said, man, this nigga for the child on me, man. Some niggas didn't believe me because I'm like, you Chief, you scared me. I was like, he said that some niggas don't believe me. And some niggas was like, man, I can see, man, I don't put his pants all over. So first thing I do, man, I call that nigga. I call my mama. I said, man, what else you doing? Man, the people that do on phone, and the man, they put, you can't come up with some paperwork saying you can tell on me, man. Man, what's going on, man? They lying to you, they lying to you. I'm just trying to tell you that. So you get to tell on me. What nigga said? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm like, it's my first time, so I'm like, man, it might be true. It might be true. So I'm like, man, I'm crazy. I'm the fuck that. Let's go to trial anyway. Let's go to trial anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's when you had things, man, that shit, man. And like, man, you don't go. This shit for real, man. This shit for real. So that's man. If I tell a single message to my mama, it's like, this nigga get mad at this guy because I'm trying to take these hoes to trial. And he get mad. They family. I don't want to talk. Listen, I'm trying to take the trial. But I'm not doing how this shit go. I ain't doing this because this is the force you to come take this thing and say all this shit to you. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that to you get mad for things you don't going to talk about trial and put that force in your hand. None of that shit and try to go down there for another. So listen. So now, when you filed in court, that's why the prosecutors gave you your factual basis. 1 minute left. Huh? No. That was the fact that I got that shit when I went back to my plea. They didn't give me that shit, huh? I got that shit when I went back on my plea, though. That's when I got that shit. I'm saying, but I see where you signed it, though. Yeah, because y'all tried to catch me outside. That's what I'm going to get back. Y'all tried it. But I didn't know where it was. I didn't know where it was, but they never gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? I got it when I came back for a appeal. When I signed for the chief, I signed for it. But when I came back to court, that's when they gave me shit. They let you know, yeah, because I see where you signed where it said Christopher Dawson that Blunt agree to testify if you go to trial. I didn't know that shit. I don't know what the fuck that is. No, so this what I'm saying is this. So
all right, y'all. So that was the end of that phone call. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Let me break this out. I'm gonna give my little my little end summary like 10 out of JB doing. It's a lot of there's a lot of moving pieces to this that's at play. Um that we may not see. This is chess, not checkers. What's going on here? And BG, it's crazy because BG got an album called Checkmate. You know, he got an album called Checkmate, bro. They trying to checkmate you, cuz they trying to checkmate you. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I know a lot of early 2000s babies, cash money fans, Hot Boy fans, BG fans. You know, they rooting for BG. You feel what I'm saying? You know, it's nostalgic. It takes them back to a time and place in their lives. You know what I mean? You know where the music was this and the code was this and that, and so those people are rooting for BG. Um, but in my opinion, I don't know everything. I don't think the music industry as a whole is checking for BG. I don't think the music that BG done put out recently since he been out been enough for him to create a big enough buzz to where he can withstand this type of uh media onslaught. You get what I'm saying? Like um the raps, the shit that I done heard, although it's straight, don't get it twisted, it's straight, it's nostalgic, it's classic BG. I don't think I ain't heard no hits, and I ain't heard nothing to make me think that he could come up with a hit uh on today's standards, right? So what I'm saying is, I think, in my opinion, he on thin ice as it is, just before this snitching allegations and shit done came out, right? Now that this shit done came out, and you got 1090 Jake, who didn't say BG was a snitch or a rat, but he did highlight some shady movements and some shit that you could look side eye at BG about in the whole case, right? And he definitely ain't clear BG in his video that he dropped yesterday on Christmas. So he got that against him. You got the number one person who can clear you or convict you of being a rat in the hip hop industry at this point. And this guy done came out and pretty much gave a thumbs down uh, to the co-signing of BG. Right now, you also got the guy that's your co-defendant, and he done came out and he done reached out to who? Terrence Gangster Williams, baby's brother. You know what I mean? Like he he don't reached out to the person that people would listen to the most, other than 1090 Jake, when it comes to this type of situation, because he's baby's brother. He's the original gangster. BG got his name from Terrence Gangster Williams. BG name is Baby Gangster, and that comes from him paying homage to Terrence Gangster Williams and to the person that Terrence Gangster Williams was when he was out there in the streets. So that goes to show you that BG looked up to Terrence Gangster Williams at one point in time. Um, and you got that guy coming out through Terrence Gangster Williams, the co-defendant coming out through Terrence Gangster Williams, and he is telling his side of the story, and it's not a good look. It's not a good story. He's not coming out saying, "Nah, man, BG ain't rat on me. Nah, man, BG held it down. Nah, man, BG solid, man. Nah, that shit falls that out." He actually helping the narrative that BG and I don't want to call him a rat. I'm gonna just say that BG did a lot of foul shit pertaining to the situation, and uh that shit wasn't real, dog. That wasn't real nigga shit. It goes directly against the image that BG has cultivated and perpetrated throughout his career. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point to where it's a big blow to BG's image, because that's pretty much all BG had. You know what I mean? That was his that's what he could hang his hat on. That I'm a gangster, that I'm a real nigga, that I keep it real, that I upheld the code. That's his whole claim to fame. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really the music or the rapping and all that. It's who he's supposed to be as a person. And he taking goddamn torpedo hits. You know what I mean? I mean, left and right. You know what I mean? A nuclear bomb done dropped on his whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I think this is. I don't. Me personally, I done told y'all this before. I don't. I done seen so much snitching shit, and people done came out so much snitching, and I don't. I don't care too much about the snitching shit no more. I just report on the shit because I'm blogging and it's news, and people want to hear about it. People want to hear my opinion on the shit, and I think I have a unique perspective on it because I'm from the streets, but I'm also about somebody that's not in the streets no more. So and I'm somebody who talk with some sense, with some maturity, and I always talk and I always look at it from different points of views when I'm making my opinion on this situation. So I feel like people want to hear my opinion on the shit, so I give my opinion on it. But as far as like, do I really care? No, because I see what's going on out here in the world, and it's not back in the days where people actually did anything to snitches, and nor do I want them to do anything to snitches. I'm not gonna sit here and advocate for somebody to do something to somebody who snitched on somebody. You know what I mean? This is YouTube, and I'm not in the streets no more. Whatever happens, happens. I would not add to that at all. But I will give my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think I don't think BG I don't think BG is going to be able to uh overcome this. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why he not gonna be able to overcome this is because he fresh out. He ain't he ain't he ain't had enough time to build anything of solid foundation for himself. And his music is not hot like that for people to overlook the snitching allegations or the foul shit that he's alleged to have done. Plus, this is his image. His image is that of a real nigga. His image is that of somebody who stuck to the code. His image is somebody who is. It's almost like Boosie image. Boosie image and BG image is damn near the same. You know what I'm saying? And but the difference between Boosie got out and got a chance to establish himself, and he kind of insulated from a lot of the shit that could cause BG harm. Like, we got Boosie saying that he don't fuck with Stitches, but then he fuck back with T.I. And that shit damn near water on the bridge. Nobody care about that shit no more. But for somebody like BG who fresh out, who ain't established himself, who ain't built himself up enough to take that type of hit to his credibility, I think, and BG ain't signed with Cash Money, so you don't have the protection of Birdman. You ain't signed with nobody. Now you're gonna have the people who potentially would fuck with BG or sign BG because of the snitching allegations or the shit that this co-defendant done came out and said. Now they may back off now. Maybe they was gonna extend the olive branch, but now they looking at it like, I don't know if I want to be associated with that negative publicity. You see what I'm saying? Why would they? Why would they? It's not beneficial to them. Let's be real. A lot of times with this music industry and entertainment business and all that, people align themselves with you because it's beneficial for them to be aligned with you, for people to see them with you. They can make some money with you, or it would help their image to look a certain kind of way. But if that if it's not a benefit for them, then they'll just back up off you. They may have just wanted to fuck with you just for optics, just for people to see them fucking with you. But now they ain't gonna do that now because it's like, shit, I can't gain nothing fucking with the nigga. So I'm gonna just let the shit fall high and may. Now in your face when BG and these little industry parties or wherever he be, yeah, they go, oh yeah, BG, da 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 da, yeah, we fuck with you, a real nigga, da da da, man, that shit ain't that, da da da. But when it comes time to doing business with them, boy, they ain't answering them phones. They might even exchange phone numbers with them, but then when he called, they don't even answer them bitches. You know what I'm saying? I remember Boosie was saying some shit like that. People are smiling in his face, but then when it came time to do some business or support him or whatever, when his movie came out or do some business, they wouldn't answer or do or ask him or would ask or when he would ask to get on their project, to possibly help him out to clout him back up. No phone calls will be answered. You see, these are the games that these people play because it's all what can I gain from being affiliated or associated with you. And BG had that, I'm a real nigga, so people will fuck with me type shit. But now this coming out, shit, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, Tracy wants to say just because BG did some snake stuff don't make him a rat. Yes, I agree. Uh, that's why I say I can't call him a rat. But I'm gonna say this: the foul shit that he alleged to have done, because we don't know if this dude telling the truth, but the foul stuff that he is alleged to have done is bad. It's bad. It's bad, and it goes directly. It contrasts directly to his image. When you a street nigga, a gangster, somebody who's supposed to be uphold the code, you're supposed to look out for your niggas that's in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like this man said he left BG 35 fucking pounds. You know what I'm saying? His jewelry, all type of shit. He said he don't know where none of that shit at. He said BG never answered the phone for him, never sent him nothing, no nothing. You know what I mean? So that does look bad on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if the dude would have just came out and said, talked about the stitches shit, um, that'd be one story. But being that he got all of these other stories about the times when BG did foul shit to him, tried to holler at the man, little side, tried to holler at the man, little chick, even though BG was fucking the man mama and fucking the girlfriend, he still tried to holler at the man, little chick. Like, come on, bro, that's foul as fuck. You fucking my mama, and me and you got two chicks that we fucking with, and they homegirls, and you fucking the homegirl, and you gonna try to slide on my little chick while I'm in jail? Who looking out for me, who keeping it real? Not only that, she done told me. You feel me? So she done kept it real and done told me. Bro, that's foul as fuck. You take 35 pounds that I got that I left that, you know what I mean? And I don't see none of the money. You don't look out for me. You don't answer the phone. No nothing. My jewelry that I left, I don't know what none of that at. That shit gone. On top of that, let's talk about what ain't nobody else talking about. He thought when he initially took the charge and agreed to take the charge, he thought he was taking charge for the weed that was in the car and the gun that he knew was his. He said when once he decided to take the charge, he got out the precinct. He saw that it was shit in the car that he didn't even know about, and he took the charge for that too. You feel me? He didn't know that he was taking the charge for all of these pills and all of this other shit that was in the car. You see what I'm saying? Like, he took the charge for that too. And he said he told BG in the police station, bro, just hold me down. Like, once he saw that shit, that it was other shit that was they found in the car, he decided, okay, I'm gonna take the charge for this shit too. But hold me down. Say BG told him he had him. And he didn't do any of that. On top of telling this man to take the plea, the man said he didn't even know that BG was had agreed to testify against him. He said he found that shit out when he looked at the discovery. You see what I'm saying? He say so then, BG started telling his mama to tell him to take the plea. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we can only assume why BG said take the plea. He could have told him to take the plea because he felt like he wasn't gonna beat the case and he was gonna catch a large number, football number or whatever. Or he could have told him to take the plea to keep BG from actually having to testify. So when you couple all of those stories together, if they are true, that looks real bad, bro. Like that, like I could see a slip up here and there. Well, it could be maybe misconstrued as BG ain't keep it real. But when you got all of these stories that this man just done told off the top of his head, what BG did this foul shit, it shows me that this was a conscious thing that he was doing. He had plenty of chances to keep it real. You could have sent this man some money. You could have answered the phone for this man. You know what I'm saying? You could have kept this man jewelry. You could have flipped you know what I mean? You could have flipped them pounds. Or you could have even told the nigga, look, man, I went to jail, man, shit. I mean, I lost all that shit. Whatever. But he never even answered the phone to talk to this man to explain any of this. Or the man ended up getting out of jail and ended up violating and going back. The man said he still ain't talked to BG. He said he still been reaching out. Still ain't talked to him. Bro, that shit foul. That shit foul as fuck. You know what I mean? On that accord. Can I call BG a rat? No. Shout out to Mickey True. Mickey True gonna go over the paperwork because I seen her talking about this. She gonna go over the paperwork and we gonna go off what my dog say and she gonna break down the nuances of the actual legal situation as to who did what BG said, what he agreed to do, what he told the police, when these things transpired or whatever. It's a fucked up situation. But again, I want to say this. How we know this ain't all a play from Birdman and Whack 100 to character assassinate BG because BG came out and said that he wasn't signing with Cash Money. Now I'm not saying that they ain't have no ammo to actually character assassinate him. This is ammo. They didn't make these stories up about BG. This shit really transpired. Some of this shit actually had to happen. But what I'm saying is for it to leak out like this at the time that it leaked out like this, how we know that Birdman and Whack 100 didn't do this because BG came out public and said that he not signing with Cash Money. I just want people to think about that. I just want people to kick that conspiracy theory around in their head, and I want people to pay attention to this story as it unfolds because the man said he got out in 3 months, so this story is not going away. It's gonna die down a little bit, but it ain't going away. And I do feel like we're gonna get more and more information about this story. And we're gonna have more and more people in the media and the YouTube and the bloggers that are gonna be able to dissect the co-defendant story, dissect the paperwork, and we're gonna at some point get a clear picture of what actually happened here because the internet is undefeated, man. We know the internet is undefeated. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just kick that around. I'm gonna end this live, man. I probably go live again later. I'm trying to kick this thing back off. I got about a week before I get back monetized, y'all. And I was, I told y'all my work schedule was queasy. So you know what I mean? I had to choose whether to go to work or make these lives and go to work tired or call in. So I decided to work and get that paper, especially being that I'm demonetized, so I don't get paid off these videos at this point. But I got about a week and I'll be back monetized, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get back in this algorithm. And you guys can help me get back in the algorithm by you guys hitting that like button. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here, please hit that like button for your boy Marita, because I know y'all fuck me and I know y'all rock with me. And I just, I know y'all, some of y'all been worried about me. I've been getting emails and shit like that. And I appreciate y'all. Always do that, man. If y'all don't hear me from me for a while, man, hit me with an email or hit me on the DM, man. Say, hey, Marita, you all right? I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I really, really do. You ain't bugging me. You know what I'm saying? You showing genuine concern. Some of y'all hit me up and ask me what's up with me, and I got family members that don't even call and ask me, cat dog, how you doing? How you living? Nothing like that. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate my internet family for doing that or whatever. Shout out to y'all. Like, share, comment to this video. I'm gonna probably do another video here sometime soon, shortly. I'm off today, so I'll probably be cranking out some more videos. I'm trying to keep these lives to one topic, and then I'll go to a next topic. I want to talk about TD Jake's motherfucking ass, but I ain't decided yet. You know what I mean? How I want to come at his ass. But I got that motherfucker in the front of my mind, man. Cause yeah, as y'all know, woo, TD Jakes, goddamn, yeah, the internet been heating up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm deciding whether I want to touch that story or not. But I'm thinking about getting on TD Jakes' ass. I mean, I ain't for sure yet. I'm interested. I've been doing a little research. You know what I'm saying? But I'll let y'all know. But I will probably be. I'm most likely to do another live or two on the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to keep these lives an hour and a half as I go over the content and then keep them rolling like that there, you know what I'm saying? That way, the lives ain't abnormally long and they on one subject, and then I can just shoot off and go to another topic or another hot topic like that there. And that could help me crank out some of these videos in a short amount of time quickly. So like, share, comment to the video. Get in the comment section. Let me know. Do y'all think BG a rat, man? I ain't called him a rat yet, y'all. I ain't called him a rat. I'm still, I'm still pondering this. I still need more information. I can't nail him down as a rat, y'all. I can't. I have never seen this situation in the streets. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I never seen this, and I thought I done seen them all. I never seen this exact scenario in the streets. It's a very complicated scenario when you really look at it. You know what I mean? You got one guy agreed to take the charge, and then when he decided to fight the charge, BG was making his way to testify against him if he would have chosen to go to trial. So is he a rat? You know, I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. Like, share, comment to this video. I want to know. I really want to know. I really want you guys to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all feel about this, man. I see 1090 Jake even did the same thing. He was like, "Look, man, I don't know how to feel about this. I want y'all to tell me how y'all feel." And I'm the same way, man. Y'all get in the comment section. Y'all let me know. Do y'all feel like he a rat? No, yes, maybe. Would he be a rat? The only thing that may have saved him from being a rat is that the guy didn't go to trial, which kept BG from getting on the stand. If he would have got on the stand, would he have been a rat, being that they agreed that the guy was gonna take the charge? I don't fucking know, man. I tell y'all, just stay out the street, y'all. Y'all don't have to put yourself in these type of situations, man. This shit is crazy. Like, share, comment. Chill.